Love you 3,000.
Ano habak 3,000 from UAE.
Love you 3,000.
Ti amo 3,000.
Para kami dahil 3,000.
Welcome to another edition of Coach Miranda Miner's Daily Technical Charting, Fundamentals, Improvement of Trading Quotient, and everything about crypto all in one channel. You need to take time to find your bread and butter trade. Ang focus is very important. Dahan-dahanin mo, wag ka mafo-FOMO. Diba? I always tell you to trust the system. No, I want you to wait for a confirmation candle. Wait for this line to be broken. Do never, ever do shortcuts in trading.
Kaya ang galing-galing talaga pag natutunan mo yung tinuturo ni Coach bago na i-apply mo. Bago yung patient lang, yung patient tsaka yung discipline.
Si Coach kasi, he's not just a content creator. Talagang mentor siya. Pinaglalaanan niya ng oras lahat ng videos niya. Not for him, not to get subscribers. Pero para matuto tayo, para maging profitable tayo kagaya niya. Sobrang amazing lang kasi konti lang yung taong gano'n na hindi madamot, na hindi niya sasadilinin kung paano siya mag-earn ng pera. Si Coach kasi mas gusto niya pang i-share yung blessings niya.
Nag-decide ako i-PM po kayo, nag-enroll po ako sa inyo sa beginner class. Ginawa ko po talaga everyday 3 to 4 videos niya sa YouTube ang pinapanood ko, tapos ninonote ko pa talaga lahat.
Magpahinga ka. Hindi tatakbo yung market, hindi mauubos yung trade setup na yan. Find that bread and butter setup. Vulnerability in trading is our most accurate measurement of trading quotient. You have yet to see your success. You have yet to see your millions. Andiyan dyan na. Are you going to give up today? Or are you going to use the word not yet?
Love you 3,000.
Ano habak 3,000 from
Love
UAE.
you 3,000.
Ti amo 3,000.
Para kami dahil 3,000.
Welcome to another edition of Coach Miranda Miner's Daily Technical
Wake up
Charting.
early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. 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 Today's gonna be a good day.
Pag nag-e-exam ako, yun makikita ko. Yun lagi nakikita ko. Tapos parang ano yan way of, winawelcome mo yung positive energy and ina-achieve ko, di ba?
Simple lang dahil bukod sa pagiging profitable at proven and effective ang Miranda Miner trading system, napakarami mong pwedeng matutunan kay Coach Miranda Miner na hindi mo matutunan sa ibang mga mentor.
Ako po kasi talagang ang hinahanap-hanap ko yung one-on-one coaching. Gusto ko po kasi magkaroon ng personal relationship sa coach or mentor ko. Matanong kasi ako. Kaya perfect po talaga para sa akin ang mentoring class.
Mapapolish mo talaga yung skills mo as a trader at kung anong types of trader ka. Para dun sa mga taong nagdadalawang isip o natatakot na subukan yung crypto trading or alamin yung crypto trading, nahan dito ang Global Miranda Mining System para i-provide sa inyo ang mga necessary data in a way na mas madali nyo siyang maiintindihan.
Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing though. I always gotta fight and hide from the
Daily affirmation and commitment. Ako ay isang disiplinadong crypto trader. I will always plan my trades. I will not enter if it's not my bread and butter trade. I will say no to FOMO dahil I can always earn profits naman in my alpha trades. May tamang signals for buying and selling. Bakit ako? Manghuhula analysis. I will journal my trades because I want to know myself more. I know that my emotions will be known if I write them down. I will treat trading as a business and that since I don't have a boss, I will make myself accountable to my losses. I will do all of this, I promise. Because alam ko, yayaman ako, uunlad ako, I can reach my dreams very soon. Trading is not a sprint, it is a marathon, and I am a millionaire. Millionaire trader, and I have a millionaire mindset. Hey guys, good morning Pilipinas. Isang magandang gabi sa Pilipinas. Good morning dyan sa Texas. I am back in the Philippines. I am back here in the Philippines. Napakaganda ng episode natin today. Busog-lusog. Naku, ang dami nating hinandang updates para sa inyo. Medyo namumugto yung mata natin kasi I have a jet lag, no? Kasi sa States gabi pa, kakaumaga pa lang. So yung katawan natin nag-a-adjust, no? That's what you call jet lag, no? Akala ng katawan natin, yung time zone natin, US pa din. Kaya medyo nagpahinga tayo kanina. Paglapag natin, no? Paglapag natin sa NAIA, medyo napagod tayo, guys. Napanood nyo ba yung welcoming video nung isa sa mga fans natin? May kumuha talaga ng video ko pagdating ko sa NAIA, no? Anyways, isang magandang gabi sa inyo. Stay in, ang dami nating magandang mga topics for today. At hindi lang today, no? Over the next couple of weeks and days, I'm going to be covering a lot of important fundamental updates. We're gonna be covering about Web 3.0 and Web 5.0. We're gonna be covering for that. We're gonna be covering the art and science of decentralized finance. We're gonna be covering that. And we're gonna be covering also, give me a second. We're gonna be covering that. We're gonna be covering art and science of the decentralized finance world. We're gonna be covering decentralized autonomous organizations. Napakaraming dapat nating malaman on DAOs, no? And what are the innovations today from a wallet perspective, no? Isa sa mga pinaka-exciting part na gusto kong i-discuss sa inyo mga kamiranda is yung Web 5.0, no? Because that's one of the big revelations today, no? Although I have an opinion about it, i-discuss natin on a separate meeting yan. We're gonna be covering about investment appetites and investment portfolios. Ano ba yung kailangan natin gawin, no? Noong mga nakakarang araw, sinabi ko sa inyo, scalp this market. Relief rally doesn't mean a reversal. Find your major swing areas after a bounce on major support, and that's how you do your swing trades. Intraday trades, big position trades, mag-iingat muna. Position trades are obviously defined by means of malaking position yan, waiting for a major with a larger support area, no, medyo malaki yung volatility allowance mo, no? So as I've said, yun ang mga reminders natin. From an investment perspective, actually pwede ka pa rin naman kung gusto mo talagang magkaroon ng investment or mag-position, sige, inaalaw kita, but put it on the 20k level, no? Put it on 20k level, the $19,800 level on that. So pagabang ka ng order doon, no, on that level. Anyways, tomorrow ayusin natin yung napakarami ng ating raffle. We have a Cardano, Ripple, shirts, swags, tumblers, ang dami-dami nating gustong i-raffle sa inyo. Kinuha natin lahat yan from the conference. Sobrang gandang linggo, sobrang busy, sobrang dami nating nakuhang information. We have been part of a chat group of a lot of different CEOs already. Kasama dyan si Rochelle, yung sales manager natin. Sinama ko siya dyan. We're already part of a network of many blockchain, cryptocurrency, NFT, DAOs, founders, no? Natutuwa tayo, we're part of that circle. We are now part of many people that are in the cryptocurrency industry. Nakita na nila sino si Miranda Miner, and I am very, 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 very excited of that. So today, we're gonna be covering a lot about the macroeconomics, no? Macroeconomics. Type number 1, if you're ready, we'll go dive in with our product. Another thing, no, FYI lamang, i-play ko muna itong quick commercial ni BingX. This program is brought to you by BingX, the world's fastest growing crypto app where you could find your next crypto gem and where trading is made easy. Alright guys, okay. Mabilis na FYI lang, no? Nag-uusap na kami. Alam ko yung iba sa inyo nahihirapang mag-deposit in BingX. Alam mo ba, BingX will have its P2P very soon. Palakpakan natin. Congratulations, BingX. They will have a person-to-person transfer already. Pwede na kayo mag-P2P. Okay? Pwede na kayo mag-P2P sa BingX very, very, very soon. Hindi ko muna sasabihin kung magiging merchant tayo. Hindi ko muna sasabihin yan. Marami tayong inaayos pa ngayon, baka hindi natin priority yan. But BingX is actually announcing that they're already working on very hard to put their P2Ps into place. So pwede ka na mag-deposit, mag-withdraw directly using person to person. Congratulations sa inyo, mga taga BingX. FYI, abangan nyo, malay nyo si Miranda Miner na. Meron na tayo P2P. No, abangan yan. Alright, let's now talk about the market. Let me actually try to show to you what's happening in the market space as of today. Magbasa muna tayo ng market. Okay, let's just quickly read on a couple of the market scenes as of today. Alright, let's quickly read what's happening in the market. China market down, negative 61 basis points. Dow Jones nag-recover kahapon, 100 basis points improvement or 1 percentage point. Nasdaq is at 249 basis points improvement. PSEI also recovered a little bit after a couple of drawdowns. SPX 500 up at 146% basis points. That's accurate. At of course, no, US oil bumaba ng konti. Papasalamat naman tayo. US oil was actually rallying at $122, no? Grabe to. And then the volatility percentages currently is at 31.54, umaakyat. And then 35 volatility is really high in this market. Okay, pre-market numbers muna tayo. Grabe. Another red zone for today, another market sell-off. It's going to happen in a couple of minutes. Apple is actually forecasting to be red as of today. Same thing. Let me just double check the numbers. Just give me a second, guys. No. So we're not giving incorrect information here. Just give me a second, Miranda. I took down notes earlier. Okay, let's just quickly read on. Okay, for June 16, no, Apple is actually forecasting to open negative 235 basis points. Grabe, Amazon negative 307. Tesla negative 439 basis points. Nvidia negative 325 basis points. Grabe. Microsoft negative 224. Twitter lang ang mag-open ng medyo okay ngayon, no? Medyo okay ang Twitter. Sobrang, grabe. Negative day to day. What is the market? Saan tayo nagre-react? Ano nangyayari? Akala ko ba tapos na? Sino nagsabing tapos na? Hindi pa tapos. Hindi pa tapos ang nangyayari. Sabi ko sa inyo, we need to wait for a major trend resistance breakout until we see a continuation of the rally. No, hindi pa tapos. Maghintay tayo, huwag tayong magmadali. All right? So from a price perspective, we're expecting Dow Jones, Nasdaq, and SPX 500 to be opening on a red level. It's actually SPX, we already officially entered the bear territory. If you guys would have recalled, sabi ko dito, a potential 38.24 can potentially hold after a 20% drawdown. Pagbagsak ng 20%, officially we're on a bear territory. We actually entered bear territory a couple of days earlier. 38.23 is the official entry. Yung pagbasag niyan is the official entry on the bear territory. Let's now go with Nasdaq. Okay, let's just actually quickly look for some headlines. SPX 500 bear. Okay, alright. Sabi dito, 3 days ago, SPX 500 is official in the bear market. No, obviously from a charting perspective, chinart po natin yan. If you look back on the SPX 500 territory, sabi natin it's actually if it's going to go break down the 38.23, it's going to be on an official bear market territory. So a couple of days ago, nagkaroon ng confirmation below the 38.23. The market actually hit, a confirmation lower than 38.23, and officially we're actually entering a bear market territory from officially entering a bear market territory June 14 onwards, June 13 onwards, nagkaroon tayo ng confirmation of an entrance in the bear market territory. Let's now go with the Nasdaq World. Sabi natin sana sumalo, hindi na po sumalo, talagang binasag talaga niya pataas from a let me just try to clear some of my numbers here para makita natin ng mas maayos. Obviously, this is your 2020 trajectory. Akit natin from a Fibonacci swing low to swing high. We're hoping a 0.5 pwedeng sumalo, mukhang hindi sasalo. And another thing to measure is we're gonna be looking for a 20% drawdown from the top. No? 20% drawdown from the top. 32% already. Bagsak na yan. Obviously, we are officially navigating a very, very risky territory. We can also do an inverse for Nasdaq to know where it will support. There you go. Basag na rin yung 11,533 territory niya. From a 4-hour level, of course, we will need to use the 1-day level maya-maya, or you could use it all by yourself. Pero we're looking at obviously a very, very red market for today, for the past couple of days. But for today, couple of hours left, 11 minutes pa, we're expecting for a red market again or a sell off. No, ano ba ang nagda-drive niyan? What's driving that market today? What's driving the market for today? Let's actually clear, for me to answer that, discuss natin Asian market, bagsak, Hang Seng, bagsak, Shanghai, bagsak, Sensex in Singapore, bagsak. Merong konting recovery si Japan, Nikkei, and of course Philippines or PSEI may konting recovery because of the confidence in the economic cabinet of the new administration. And of course, wag kayo magpapatumpik-tumpik sa Philippines market, guys, because ang grabe ang inflasyon sa Pilipinas. Nako, we're gonna be discussing that in the near future. Pero matagal ko na sinasabi ito, but from a perspective of an economist, sa mga ekonomista nakikita natin na ini-interview, napakapangit ng inflasyon natin, ang taas ng gasolina, guys. No, wag tayong magpaka prente sa Philippine stock market. If you're actually investing on a stock market, you need to go to the defensibles. You need to go to the utilities. Yan ang mga medyo safe side, no? If you're actually in the high tech, if you're into the big market caps, mag-iingat kayo dyan. Try to reduce some of your positions, put them on the defensibles, put them on utilities, and make sure that you diversify your positions. Now let's go to the European market. Medyo ito yung negative, no? From a European market perspective, bagsakan po lahat, no? FTSE is at 2.61, German DAX is 2.62, CAC at 1.88, FTSE MIB is 2.53, IBEX 1.19, stocks is at 1.88. What is happening today? All right. Okay. So, before ako mag-US, doon muna tayo sa European market. Number 1, nagkaroon ng ECB, European Central Bank meeting couple of hours ago, and parang US lang din, parang Federal Reserve nila yan, no? They actually have planned, no, to increase their interest rates to 25 basis points, obviously. So, ang daming, and the key word in the European market today is the fragmentation. Fragmentation is the key word in the next couple of days. So, European market is a huge market. Sila po ay nagpe-prepare na rin because of the rising interest rates. Obviously, nagkaroon ng market sentiment. Everyone is speculating. There you go, bagsak ang European market. Are we expecting the same thing for the US market? Obviously, may recovery yesterday. Some people thought na ito ay dip already, so some of them put their positions, no? Some of them bought some of the dip already. Some of them did some DCA, some of them did continuous DCA even if there's a double down already. So there's a market relief yesterday, but is that a sign of a reversal? Absolutely not. Hindi, mali ang iniisip kung reversal na yan. It's not a sign of reversal yet, Miranda. Okay? So, we're expecting for a red zone today in the stock market territory. Alright, what is happening? But let's talk about this. Pakinggan muna natin itong quick interview ni Jerome Powell. Guys, I want to invite you to listen to this real quick. Doon lang tayo sa mga highlights ng sinasabi niya. Okay? Kasi si Powell, diniscuss niya yung FOMC meeting kahapon. Sobrang broad strokes tayo, no? Yung very big level, yung broad strokes niyan. Sinasabi niya na almost all the market indicators are pointing to the right direction. Employment, productivity, vacancies, except for inflation. No? That's, kumbaga, they're putting legs into the argument that 75 basis points is justified. Ang opinion ko dito, hello, ang tagal na dapat ginawa yan. Dapat last month nyo pa ginawa yan. Diba? The whole market, magsa-survey ka, karamihan sa mga institutional banks are saying 75 basis points were warranted since the last FOMC meeting. Ngayon nyo lang ginawa. Diba? Ngayon nyo lang ginawa. So, let's just quickly listen to this. Try to wear your economic hat. Pakinggan natin itong interview na to. And let's all learn from this interview. Mabilis lang naman to, no? Let's just all listen to this.
Lot over the past 2.5 years and have proved resilient. It is essential that we bring inflation down if we are to have a sustained period of strong labor market conditions that benefit all. From the standpoint of our congressional mandate to promote maximum employment and price stability, the current picture is plain to see. The labor market is extremely tight and inflation is much too high. Against this backdrop, today, the Federal Open Market Committee raised its policy interest rate by 0.75 of a percentage point and anticipates that ongoing increases in that rate will be appropriate. In addition, we are continuing.
So guys, sinabi niya, expecting an ongoing increase on that rate. Take a note, 75 basis points or 0.75% increase. And he is saying na we're expecting the same on the next couple of iterations. Let's all listen again.
Continuing the process of significantly reducing the size of our balance sheet. I'll have more to say about today's monetary policy actions after briefly reviewing economic developments.
I'll just pause that kasi magkakaroon tayo ng advertisements ito. I'll just click on
Economic activity edged down in the first quarter as unusually sharp swings in inventories and net exports more than offset continued strong underlying demand. Recent indicators suggest that real GDP growth has picked up this quarter, with consumption spending.
Okay, advance natin guys, advance natin ha.
As shown in our summary of economic projections, FOMC participants have marked down their projections for economic activity, with the median projection for real GDP growth running below 2% through 2024. The labor market has remained extremely tight, with the unemployment rate near a 50-year low.
So I will end that from here kasi isa-summarize ko na lang sa inyo, no. So yung median projections nila on core inflation coming from a 6.0 galing 5.7 naging 5.9 naging 6.0, everyone's expecting for a 5.9, hindi pa rin naabot yung core inflation. The overall inflation is CPE is at 6.0, CPI is currently at 8.6%, no. So everyone is expecting for that to kind of lower down a bit. They're expecting for a 5.2 next month coming from a 6.0, and they're expecting for a 3.7, no? 3.7 by 2024. Imaginein mo ang projections ng Federal Reserve 2 years from now. Doon pa lang hindi pa nga na-hit yung 2.0 inflation, no? 3.3 north of 3% pa din ang inflation coming by 2024. So, ano ibig sabihin niyan, Miranda? What does that mean to all of us? What does that mean, no? So what does that mean to all of us basically is that from an inflation perspective, ang ibig sabihin ng Miranda is hindi ito tatakbo agad. It's gonna be here to stay, no? Matagal natin magiging topic itong inflation na to. And why am I for everyone that's new in my channel, why do I discuss inflation? Why am I very big on this? And of course, I also do technical charting. Why am I very, very bullish? And why am I very, very particular on this? Let me just quickly show to you some of the impact to cryptocurrency. Let's quickly open on our Bitcoin chart for today. Let's actually open our one-day territory. Okay, i-discuss ko sa inyo kung ano ba ang epekto. What is the effect? What is the effect of the core CPI? If you're new to my channel, if you are bago, you are a trader, you're not a fundamentalist, let me try to explain to you what's the effect of those big market pronouncements to the cryptocurrency as a whole. Number one, you need to understand that cryptocurrency is hugely correlated with our big market indicators or indexes such as your Nasdaq, SPX, and Dow Jones, no? Particularly on the Nasdaq world, that particular index, it's composed of a lot of high-tech. Karugtong yan, karugtong ng bituka yan ng Bitcoin, no? Iisa ang takbo niyan. We have been discussing that in the intermediate class, which you're gonna be covering tomorrow. We have an intermediate class tomorrow. Welcome to the future students. Congratulations to all of you. Sinasabi natin doon that there is a huge correlation and there is a metric there's a way for you to find correlation. Importante yan because you cannot ever invest on like stocks, no, or like assets, otherwise hindi ka talagang diversified. So ano bang nangyari? Tingnan natin, himayin. Kuya Charles, please take note of this segment. We need to put this out on other media, mabilis na learning segment for all. Please let's make sure we splice this video, okay? Unahin natin, isa-isahin natin. Sabi natin for the past couple of days, June 3 pa lang sinasabi ko na sa inyo guys, June 10, and June 10. What is going to happen on June 10? You know, we're gonna be receiving our inflation report. No, let's find the June 10. Take a look at this. This is actually your June 10 numbers, no, from a Bitcoin perspective, no. Of course, nung weekend, nagkaroon ng weekend volatility, the stock market is closed, no, coming on the Monday of June 13, no. From a Monday perspective, Let me just try to open, no? Pag-open ng market noong June 13, nagwala yung market in reaction. In reaction to the macro indicators, nag-major sell-off on a Monday. Right? Imagine mo coming from a consolidation play at a 30,000 level, nagkaroon ng huge drawdown, no? Almost hitting a support of 21,855. That is what have happened kay Miranda. Look at this. No, this is why dapat alam po natin kung ano at ano dapat mga pinaghahandaan natin. All right? Take a look at this. Of course, pwede mo namang sabihin this is basically, a reaction to the price, a breakdown on major support. Totoo naman yun because there's a major support on the 28,000 territory. Pwede ka rin gumawa ng triangle dito. Remember, I taught you how to do triangles. You have a triangle breakdown here. So, bumaba talaga siya. But, the question is, bakit ganyan kalalaki yung kandila? There should be a driver on this particular market reaction. There's a driver for this. Unang-una, ang hahaba ng kandila. If you think about it, imagine mo coming from a 28,000 level, in the past 3 days, the market drawdown was almost 30%. 30%. That was crazy, guys. Actually, as a matter of fact, itong pagbagsak ng cryptocurrency, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost 8 to 9 days, ito na yung longest losing streak ng Bitcoin since 2014. This is the longest losing streak, no? Longest na yan, no? Obviously, nagsimula tayo ng June 9, everyone was already hearing some rumors, ang pangit ng lalabas na inflation. And then, there you go, June 10, volatility hit. Saturday, Sunday, pahinga ng konti. But when the Monday happened, doon nagkaroon ng confirmation candle of a breakdown when the market opened on a $26,000 territory. So that is the story, that's the narrative, no? Importante alam natin, makikinig, sasabihan ko naman kayo, there are a lot of major macro indicators na pwedeng makaapekto in terms of our market volatility. Number 2, ano ba ang nangyari? What have happened, no, nung Saturday? Sinabi ko na rin naman yan, si Snowden nanakot. Nanakot si Snowden, sabi niya, I don't trust crypto, it's an open source, blah, 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 blah. So wag niyong sisihin yung expo na nangyari sa US. Napapansin niyo, even during the Miami Summit, bumagsak din yung price ng crypto coming from a 40,000 level down to a 37,000 level habang nangyayari yung Miami conference, di ba? So, walang kinalaman yun doon. It's obviously a lot of macro indicators. Ngayon, tapos ito na. This is what have happened. Nung Monday, nung nagkaroon na ng market reaction, itong si Celsius yung, of course, this is actually one of the biggest players, in the DeFi and cryptocurrency space, wallet space, in the cryptocurrency industry. They paused the withdrawals. No? Siyempre, mga tao natakot. Okay, so I'm just quickly go to the market. Nag-open na yung market natin. Alright, as I've said, Nasdaq is actually red, negative 2.92%. Dow Jones red, negative 2.12%. SPX red, negative 2.49%. Amazon red, I'm telling you guys. Bagsak lahat ulit. Amazon, Microsoft, Netflix, Tesla. Whew! Alright, and Bitcoin is following. It's currently running at 21,000 level as of today. Grabe itong market na to. Let's just quickly go to the narrative again, no? So why is it important alam natin? Because it is going to be the next couple of drivers, no? Ito ba ay babagsak? Ito ba ay bababa? Karamihan sa mga tanong nyo sa akin yan, naglagay ako dyan ng messages, no? Maglalagay ako ng Ask Me Anything session siguro Saturday. Sasagutin ko lahat ng tanong dyan. Huwag kayong mag-alala. Hanapin niyo yung post ko sa Twitter. Nag-post ako dyan. Maglagay kayo ng question. Babasahin ko yun isa-isa. I'm going to read all of that, no? So, saan na ba yun? I'm going to read all of that. Here. Put your questions here on the comment box. Babasahin ko to lahat. I'll make an episode for this. Iisa-isahin natin. Sa Facebook, marami na rin nag-comment. No? Nabasa ko na rin, nasagot ko na rin isa-isa yun. Just put here your comments also in Facebook. I will make an AMA. Sasagutin ko lahat ng questions dito on one episode. Okay? Para masagot ko lahat. Kasi I cannot answer all of your questions. And I promise I will answer them. Hindi ako nagbibiro, isa-isahin ko yung sasagutin ko talaga yung mga yan. This is gonna be our Ask Me Anything thread. In fact, ibo-bookmark ko na to. Pati in Facebook, no? Pati in Facebook. Mag-comment din kayo doon. Let me just try to open Facebook real quick. Babasahin ko yan, huwag kayong mag-alala. Iisa-isahin ko yung mga... Mamaya open ko yung profile natin sa kabila, no? Alright. So, let's go back to the cryptocurrency market. Tapos na ba ang delubyo? Is it already done? Is it already done? No? For me, it's not yet done until we see a trend resistance breakout. We're actually looking at a potential, yung unang-unang trend line natin. Ayusin ko lang itong trend line na to. Okay, from a trend line perspective, we're looking at this candle. No? We're looking at this candle. Okay, and we're looking, sorry, not candle, but itong area na to, in this trend area, we're looking at this, no? So, ayusin ko lang, medyo gumalaw yata ito. Okay, so we're talking about this candle to become your trend resistance breakout area, no? Huwag tayong mag-i-expect na biglang lilipad pataas, magbe-break na ng 28K, magbe-break na ng 25K. No. We're going to expect for a trend resistance somewhere here. Tatandaan niyo yung price na yan, ha? And on a bigger picture somewhere here. So we're talking about quarter 3, July and August, no? July and August. Meron tayong nakikitang potential relief by end of June. No? So end of June, pinakamaaga yan, no? Pinakamaaga dito within this particular area. Ang pinaka-late natin will be around end of July. No? Pag ganyan, whenever you see that the market is actually creating, no? Obviously you have your you're hoping, no? We're all hoping na nagkaroon na rito ng TRBO. Nagkaroon ng oras, hinataw niya pataas. Ano ba nangyari nung April? Inflation, ang dami nangyari nung April. Inflation is very high. Gas prices are very, very high. Bumaba, nagkaroon ng invalidation of the market. Dapat nag-support yan dito sa area na to. Binasag niya pa ulit. We're hoping for a 37,000 support. Binasag niya pa baba. Sinalo siya ng 28,000 territory. Napakatagal niya nag-consolidate dito. Look at the consolidation. Only to get broken down because of the very, very high inflation. So ang tanong, tapos na ba? Tapos na ba ang delubyo? And my answer to all of you is absolutely no. Absolutely no. From a crypto market perspective, ang trabaho natin dito alamin kung saan nagko-consolidate. No, we need to see consolidation to strengthen the support. You need to remember that. Tandaan niyan. Okay, a support is never strong until you see a consolidation. No? A consolidation means dapat within that particular area, doon mo siya tumitenga muna siya doon. Doon mo siya tumitenga. Only a major fundamental catalyst, for example, gera, major fiscal or monetary policy decisions can break that down. Everyone was expecting for a breakout, to be honest, kung maganda yung lumabas na inflation. Hindi ako bibiro. Kung maganda yung lumabas na inflation, di ba meron kang resistance. We were hoping on around of this week, no, dalawa yung pwedeng mangyari. During this particular week, we're actually, economists and trade analysts and technicians are actually expecting for a potential breakout kung maganda yung pinakita ng inflation report. But the inflation report was crazy, no? And itong pagbaba na to, this is the market speculation. This one is a market speculation. To be honest with you, the market, cryptocurrency doesn't need to go that direction. But bumaba yan because unang-una Celsius. Celsius said we're gonna be stopping withdrawals. Guys, if you stop withdrawals, people will feel something is off. Kayo, imagine ninyo ngayon, BPI said, okay, no one can withdraw. What the F will you feel? Diba? Anong isipin mo? Bakit ka magsistop ng withdrawal? What is happening? And for an instance, the biggest, the huge, and the biggest exchange in the whole world, Binance even said stop ang withdrawal. Syempre yung mga tao nag-freak out. Hindi ka pa nag-freak out noon? Di ba? People were like, oh, what's happening? Ano nangyayari? And you know, this is a very, very speculative market. When everyone was trying to sell off, hindi lang apektado ang trading industry, even the decentralized finance was affected. Positions that are borrowed in loans, mga loans na all were getting liquidated. So ang kailangan nilang gawin, they need to get more money to support their positions. 'Di ba? Para hindi sila ma-liquidate. Meron ding margin addition sa decentralized finance. And especially for those that are into loans. Kung meron kang loan, you made the collateral, but the price of your collateral is actually going down, there's a tendency for your loan, mariremata yan, yung collateral mo, mariremata na. Di ba? Akala nyo walang reward na remata sa DeFi? Meron. May ganung word dyan. So, from a decentralized finance perspective, subukan mo mag-loan. And you put a collateral. Ang term sa'yo dyan, kailangan yung collateral mo, the price of your particular coin should not go X and Y, Z. Try that, guys. Subukan ninyo. And if you have a loan, and if the price of your coin is volatile enough, some people, two things will happen. They will add more margins or they will withdraw their positions. Bahala na. Kaysa matalo lahat. Sayang naman. Bahala na. Ayoko nang matalo ng yung buong posisyon ko matatalo, yung collateral ko, kunin ko na lang. Bahala na, i-surrender ko na. May nakuha pa rin akong kapalit. May nakuha pa rin ako sa aking collateral. You know, at the end of the day, guys, hindi lang apektado ang trading industry. So what have happened? Unang-una, in-interview si CZ. Sabi niya, ano nangyayari? What's happening? Interview siya. Sabi ni CZ, oh, when everyone else is not hiring, everyone was laying off. Guys, Coinbase, they're laying off. Diba? Ang dami nag-lay off ngayon ng cryptocurrencies. Alam niyo ba? Nagkaroon ng expo, yes, but konti lang ang nag-hire. Siguro mga 10% lang ng mga nandoon na nag-hire ngayon. They're looking for head of ecosystems, head of marketing. They're looking for NFT creators, di ba? NFT developers, DAO creators, social media marketing specialists, community lead. Yun ang hinahanap nila, but not everyone is hiring. Tapos sabi ni CZ, because when everyone else was on the bull run, everyone else was trying to sponsor Super Bowls, blah, 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 blah. We are building our war chest, sabi niya. So, natatawa nga tayo, actually nag-tweet pa si CZ. Pakita ko sa inyo yung tweet niya nung isang araw. Sabi niya dito, it was not easy saying no to Super Bowl ads, stadium naming rights. May panaparinggan siya dyan, crypto.com, CRO by the way. Large sponsor deals in a few months ago, but we did say no. But today we are hiring 2,000 open positions for Binance. Like parinig si Kuya, no? Parinig siya, no? So, what else? You know, another thing is, aside from that, obviously, the market followed that reaction. This is actually the market reaction. No? Itong pagbagsak na to, this is actually the market feeling na, okay, nagbebentahan na ba? My position will get liquidated. Diniscuss ko noong nakaraang araw the number of liquidations na meron. So the question is, Coach, tapos na ba ang delubyo? My answer is not yet. Hell no. It's not yet done, guys. It's not yet done. Wag tayong, it's okay to take your 20,000 positions. Sinabi ko naman sa inyo yan. Take a look at this. I already said this a couple of days ago. Put some brave money on a 20K level, no? Scalp the market and look for a swing trade after a bounce on a major support, no? After a bounce on a major support. So, let's look at the Bitcoin market as of today. Obviously, from a trajectory perspective, falling knives pa rin on a one-day market level, no? 19,822 is our key level support. Binasag niya si 21,855, pero if you think about it, yung candle, dun pa rin siya natatapos, sa 21,855 pa rin. Kahit meron kang tail na pagkanda hahaba dito, the market is still closing in on a 21,855 level, which is good. Means that the price can always converge on a major support area. Hindi pa nagko-confirm ng breakdown, but a 19,822 can potentially be retested. 19,822 can still be retested until we see a confirmation bounce on a major support. Doon tayo magkakaroon ng bullishness to start doing our positions. For the past couple of days, sabi natin, we're going to wait for a consolidation. Kailangan nating hanapin ang consolidation area, and ito po yung hahanapin nating consolidation area at this point, no? Obviously, meron ka pa ring 19,822, pwede mo pa ring ibabayan dito as a major consolidation area. So ito yung magiging apex triangle natin. It would need to retest a 19,822. Ang pwedeng mangyari dito kay Miranda is this, no? Potentially, this can potentially happen. Give me a second. This can potentially happen like this. Okay? And then this is gonna be your decision point. This is your decision point. This area, your apex. No, it can potentially go here or it can potentially go here. Okay? This is gonna be your decision point. And this is gonna be way back couple of weeks from now. Wag tayo ngayong wag tayong once in a blue moon na biglang magkakaroon ng letter V. Once in a blue moon 'yun. No, letter V. 'Di ba? Once in a blue moon mangyari ang mga letter V. Ibig sabihin noon, biglang pag sundot pababa, biglang aakit pataas, it only meant that there is no macro play. It only meant na meron nagmanipulate ng price. Okay? Ngayon, Miranda, huwag kang malulungkot. Huwag kang malulungkot. Someone messaged me kanina, Coach, tama yung TA ko. Tama lahat. Hindi ko na naman napasukan. Na-frustrate na ako. Ano ba kailangan kong gawin? 3 things. Tatandaan mo yan, ha? Tatandaan mo to. Listen carefully. 9:30, 9:30, 4:30. Yan ang abantayan mo. 9:30, 9:30, 4:30. Kung kaya mo pang gumising ng isa pang 4:30, di idagdag mo na. 9:30, 9:30, 4:30, 4:30. Yan ang volatile. 9:30 ng umaga, 9:30 ng gabi, 4:30 ng hapon, 4:30 ng madaling araw. Ayan ang bantayan mo. Wala nang iba. Open that. It's gonna be the opening and closing of Asian and US and European market. Yun. Volatility happens on that hour, on those hours. Okay? So from a cryptocurrency perspective, it can still navigate within that area. Alright? Ngayon, sabi natin, pwede na ba tayong mag-trade? Pero yes, you can actually scalp this market. Let me just try to show you. For example, of course, kinuha mo na yung major support and resistance mo. Ngayon ka palang bababa on 1 hour. On a 1 hour perspective, napakasarap naman dyan. Of course, if you look at the 1 hour perspective, meron ka nakikita dito na technically a double top already, no? So you have almost 1, you have 2, you have a Mickey Mouse here already. So, pag ito bumaba palalo, obviously it can retest a 19,822. Pwede ka pa rin makakita dito ng another support, no? From a support perspective, kunin na natin ito. Let's just try to get this one already from a support perspective. Kukunin ko na rin itong triangle na ito. We're gonna be doing this one. So, mag-aantay ka ng major breakdown. Antayin mo na to. Meron ka nakikitang doji candle ngayon. We're seeing a doji candle at this point. Mukhang na-access ko na yung aking accounts ngayon, so I can already do some trading. So, let's just try the more the merrier, no? The more the merrier. Kunin natin ito. I'm not going to get this one because ang dami kong confirmation of a support here. So, tingnan natin, guys, no? So, you already have your triangle here, no? You have your symmetrical triangle. So, pag nasa gitna na yung triangle, rule of thumb, huwag na mag-trade, no? Pag nasa gitna ng symmetrical triangle, if it's inside within your symmetrical triangle, do not trade. Just wait for a breakout or breakdown. But since nasa ilalim pa tayo, ang giya natin, mag-aantay tayo ng trade sa ilalim or mag-aantay tayo ng bounce play confirmation pataas, no? Pag nasa gitna na, bigay na. Wag na. Alright? Ngayon, pag nagkaroon ng confirmation play pababa, we're now doing our technical analysis right now, guys, sa FYI. Pag nagkaroon ka dito ng pagbaba, no, obviously, ang magiging potential support area mo dito is gonna be this one. Alright? And of course, dito, ang pag nag-enter ka ng confirmation candle of a breakdown, ang magiging stop loss mo dito is anything above the O-shore area. Ito yung magiging stop loss mo. If you entered here on a sell short, then wag kang maglagay ng stop loss dito. Wag kang ganun. Biglang gaganon yan. No? Biglang mag-o-shore, biglang bababa ulit. Diyan kayo natatalo, di ba? Am I correct ka, Miranda? Diyan, type number 1 kung correct ako. Natatalo ka dyan, nagko-confirm ka ng sell short, you're actually confirming a sell short ka Miranda. You're confirming a sell short, no? Tapos, ang stop loss mo before a major resistance area. So, talo ka dun. Dapat after a major resistance area. If you're doing a buy long, for example naman, nagba-buy long ka, if you're actually doing a buy long ka Miranda, and your stop loss should be below your major support area. For example, for demonstration purposes, nagkaroon ka ng buy long dito. Ito yung major support area mo. Pues dapat nasa ilalim yung major yung stop loss mo. Pag bumili ka dito, for example, bumili ka sa price na yan, o saan ka maglalagay ng stop loss? Are you going to put a stop loss here? 'Di ba? You need to widen your range. Ayan, are you going to put a stop loss? Hindi, malamang aakyat yan, biglang kukunin yung order mo, stop loss, biglang aakyat ulit. That can happen. So always remember this, that if you're planning your trades, you need to know your exit. You need to know your stop loss area. You need to widen your range. You need to widen your range. If you're planning to do a stop loss, what you need to make sure is understand saan ba yung major support, saan ba yung major resistance. Doon ako maglalagay sa medyo para at least pwede niyang salagin. Siya yung first level of support mo. Siya yung first level of defense mo. Huwag mong gawing first level of defense. Kasi nga volatility, guys. Hindi ko na kailangan i-discuss yan. Punta tayo ngayon let me try to open my intermediate file here. Let's try to open executive. Tingnan nyo to tingnan nyo itong standard deviation na to. Let's just try to refresh this. Let me try to refresh. Mag-refresh tong value na yan. Yan, nag-refresh na. Okay. So take a look at, it's actually trying to refresh about isa, no? Yan, no? Take a look at that, guys. Take a look at volatility. Diba? Terra Luna, 82.99% standard deviation. Panginoon ko, wipe out ka dyan bukas. No, or next minute pa lang wipe out ka na if you're doing very high leverage on those. No, of course you can still earn. Again, you can still use high leverage. It's up to you. Bahala kayo. But you need to understand standard deviation, yung volatility ninyo. Take a look at that. AXI 45%. Diba? XRP, ADA, although it's an altcoin season, diba? Kasi ang ganda ng volatility, pwede nyo laruin yan eh. Diba? Ethereum and BTC are within the same wavelength. But take a look at your highly volatile coins. So kung humahataw ng 82% ang isang coin, itong illustration dyan, kung humahataw ng 82% dyan, yung stop loss mo, hagip agad yan. Hagip yan. Diba? People always use the stock market knowledge in the cryptocurrency. Hindi na po totoo yan. I came from the stock market as well. If you're using very tight stop losses, medyo maiiwan ka sa cryptocurrency. No, you need to widen your stop losses, no? All right. So, from a Bitcoin perspective, we're trying to look at the potential. Ito, nagkakaroon ka ng doji dito, indecisive. The concern can be a potential breakdown play or a bounce play pataas. Abangan natin. And of course, your MACD is still pointing downwards. Okay, it's still pointing downwards. So it's still not a good time to do your buy as at this point. Yung mga sinasabi ko sa inyong mga trade setups. Ngayon, kung ako sa inyo, mag-aabang ako ng order somewhere here. Actually, I have a pending order on the 19,000 area territory. Nag-aantay ako ng isang malaking sundo na candle. I'm waiting for a candle to just do this. Boom. And then going up. Ayun ang inaantay ko. I'm going to be, again guys, trade at your own risk. I'm not your advisor. Do not follow what I'm saying here. It's up to you to follow what you need to do. But for me, excuse me lang But for me, ang gusto kong gawin mo is dapat you have money that you can trade on those occasions. No? Problema sa atin, trade tayo ng trade. Wala na tayong pera, bahala na si Batman. Hindi ganun, huwag ganun ka Miranda. We need to make sure that we're actually trading the correct way. So your 19, saan nanggaling to 19,822 na ito? Gagamit tayo na napakalaking time frame. Let's actually try to look your weekly candles here. Ito po yan. Ito yan. No? Ito yan. So yung potential support mo dito, 19,822. Within that area, ito yung potential support mo dyan. Mag-aabang ako ng order on 19,800. Mag-aabang ako ng order dyan for a potential bounce on that particular strong support. The question is, can it still go down 19,822? Pwede pa din. No one knows. No one knows the bottom. Guys, pakilala nyo sa akin sino nakakaalam ng bottom. Kakaibiganin ko. Diba? No one knows the market bottom. Everyone is following the trend. Trend is your friend. Diba? And that's where your confirmation candles will come into the picture. Diba? Your confirmation candles will tell you, okay, I need to make sure that ito ba ay nag-bounce na? Ito ba ay nag-breakdown pa? You will never know. The market, you just need to follow the market. And I keep on saying, follow the market, follow the market, follow the market. Do not fight the market. Do not fight the market. Diba? O yan. So sabi natin, the market's gonna be red. Yun, red na nga lalo. Naging 20,999 ulit si Bitcoin. Tingin ko iba sa inyo, nag-scalp pababa na. Nung sinabi natin, the market is going to be red again. Diba? O ingat pa din doon. Wag laging yung mga tweets ko kahit tama, hindi naman trading advice 'yon. O sabi natin dito, yan, nasaan na ba 'yon? Yan, stock market to open on deep red again an hour ago. O. Ayun, nagpula na. Pulang-pula na. Ayun, ang pangit. O tingnan mo, puro pula. O, di ba? And then cryptocurrency market followed. Di ba? So what are you going to do now? So at the end of the day, Miranda, yun ang aking masasabi sa inyo. Nag-bottom na ba? Ano ba yung mga naririnig ko? No? Actually, ang dami kong naririnig, but I'm cutting down the noise. It's my job as an influencer sa inyo to cut down the noise. Ang dami kong naririnig. I'm actually part of a big group already sa chat room. I keep on seeing a lot of research analysts, a lot of expectations. They're in the job of, kasi ayun ang trabaho nila, they're in the job of giving forecasts. That's the reason why they exist. People pay for their forecasts. People pay for their TAs. Yun ang trabaho nila. I am hearing a lot. But for me, ang aking strategy, I have a long-term, mid-term, and a short-term strategy. Short-term, scalp the market. Mid-term strategy, put your buy positions on the major support areas. Number 3, wait for those bounce plays. Bounce on major support, and that's going to be the start to put your swing trades. Diba? And at the end of the day, another tip for all of you, look at your altcoins. Let's just look for your altcoins. Just quickly go and filter out your altcoins. Take a look at Cardano. Si Cardano, napaka-sexy ng chart niya. Ibig sabihin, huwag kayong bumili agad. Ang ibig sabihin dito is ang ganda ng kanyang ang sarap niyang intraday or scalp trade. Let me prove it to you, Let me prove it to all of you, okay? So, all right. Of course, your 0.43 is your common support area. 0.43 is your common support area, yan. 0.43. 66 is your common support area. It could also act as your key level support area. Gagawa lang tayo dito ng trend line, of course. And then gagawa tayo ng smaller trend line here. Okay? Kukuha lang tayo ng smaller support TLSBD here. Kukunin natin ito, yan. Alright? And of course, from a 1-hour perspective, okay, tingnan po natin ito. Alright. Okay, from a 1-hour perspective, I do not see any left hand happening. Of course, meron ka lang dito, continuation play. You have a hidden divergence here, kaya bumaba, bumaba pa siya further. It's a signal of a transition play. Alright. But ito, nag-follow siya ng trend, pababa. So currently, ito yung kailangan nating habulin, this one. From an ADA perspective. So ito yung mga altcoin na i-scalp ninyo. Isa-scalp ninyo yung magagandang volatility dito. Scalp AXS, scalp nyo XRP, scalp ADA. Diba? Scalp Solana, scalp Mana, scalp Sun, scalp nyo yung magagandang volatility para maganda yung galaw ng pera ninyo. Yun yung mga i-scalp ninyo. Okay? Scalp niyo yung mga more than 10 or 15 or 20% standard deviation para maganda malaking kita ng mga pera ninyo. Huwag kayong mag-scalp ng maliliit ng deviation. Doon kayo kukuha ng mga position and swing trades, yung mga maliliit ang volatility. Kasi sayang, no? Para maganda yung galaw ng pera. Para makahanap kayo ng mga candle na mahahaba. Yun ang trabaho ng deviation. Makakuha kayo ng magandang scalping areas. No? So if you're gonna be looking at ADA as of today, ayan. So, meron na tayong ginawa na, I think meron ka pang isa dito. Give me a second. There you go. You have your support area there. You have your old resistance acting as a support, no? Acting as a support. So, ang trabaho natin ngayon, hanapin saan pupunta itong candle na ito. That's the only time we're gonna be going down on a lower time frame. Okay? Lower time frame, iangat natin ng konti. There you go. You have your resistance, support. You have your support. Lumaban, hindi nanalo, bumaba. Of course, bumaba. Tapos nagkaroon ka dito ng bounce area. So, ang trabaho nating hanapin, kung ito ba ay aakyat or ito ba ay bababa dito. This is a potential shorting play here. Ang magiging support area mo dito is gonna be this area. No? Medyo maliit na yan. Scalp mo lang from here to here. Or kung magbabounce man, look for a potential bounce play from here to here. Antayin, maghanap ka ng confirmation area dito of your confirmatory indicators. And then yun. Ganun kadali. Diba? Ganun kadali. Another thing na pwede mong gawin. For ADA, let me just double check, no? Okay. I'm not looking at the chat room. Kung may tanong, mamaya sasagutin ko ha. I'm actually charting right now. Okay, ADA is gonna be a bounce play. Let's actually go on other charts as of today. Let's actually try to look for the most volatile one today. Yung heavily beated coin natin. Let's go for Alice. Grabe tong candle na to. Sarap. Okay. So magkatapos niya mag-breakdown, bumaba. Sinuport din dito, common support area. Tanggalin ko muna to lahat. Common support area here, sinalo niya. So kukuha tayo ngayon dito ng triangle. Alright. Let's look for a 1-hour play. Okay. Alright. Okay. So, ginagamit niyang support area ito. Okay, so I'm gonna be using, there you go. Top, okay. Let me do an extension play here. Okay, so it doesn't make sense. Alright, kukuha tayo ngayon ng Fibonacci from here to here. 1.0. Okay. 0.11 support. Let me get another extension play. I'm not, guys, nakikita ko yung mga chat, hindi ko nakikita yung mga mga questions ninyo, ha? So don't expect me to answer them yet. I'm actually doing charting today. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do a short-term fib play here. I'm going to get this bottom. Okay. I'm going to get this bottom and I'm going to get this bottom here. I'm going to get the bottom here. Oops. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're able to get the bottom. Okay. And okay. So you have a common resistance area at 3.19. I'm doing some intraday play, guys, ha. Doing some intraday play. Kinukuha ko lang yung naked chart natin kaya umaakit ako ng 1 day. Ayan, magiging magiging triangle and rectangle natin. So ang magiging for Alice, sinample lang ko lang kayo, ganun ang gagawin ninyo, no? Ito yung magiging triangle natin, this area. Yan. So you have your 3.209 and you have your 1.89 area, no? Bakit meron ka kasing 1.618 na nilagay natin ito? 1.618 area, you have your micro Fibonacci at 1.89, no? Tatanggalin ko na muna to. So ayan ang magiging support area mo. Pag yan bumaba pa, pwede kang sumalo on a 1.02, no? Pwede kang sumalo on a 1.02. All right? Ganon ang sinasabi ko sa inyo na pagcha-chart, no? Iba-ibang style, but kadalasan ang kaibigan ninyo is Fibonacci's, no? You need to use Fibonacci's correctly para makukuha ninyo yung mga major supports and resistance. Kasi minsan, pag wala ka ng kaibigan dito, wala ka ng makitang support or common support, pwede kang tulungan ni Fibonacci to create your market Fibonacci support areas. In this particular case, may nakuha tayong micro Fibonacci at 1.18. Ito yung magiging triangle of support, rectangle mo dyan. Ito yung magiging range area mo dyan. So, ang trabaho nating hanapin, ito ba ay aakyat bababa? So, you need to play your game within this rectangle. Ganon ka Miranda ang laro natin. In all of this coin, Mapa-ADA, Gala, yung mga heavily beated coins, Link, AXS, Gala, etc., you need to know how to be able to play all of this because you can still earn even if the market is on a downward trend. You can still earn even if the market is on a downward trend. Kaya mo yan. Huwag kang magpatalo. No, huwag kang magpatalo. Okay? Kaya mo yan, guys. As long as you have this, no, you have your fundamentals. Okay, sinabi ni Coach, we're gonna be having a little bit of a consolidation play, no, in Bitcoin. So I'm going to go on the alts. I'm going to plot for my major support resistance. I'm gonna be doing naked charting. From there, I'm going to do my trend resistance breakouts, my consolidation plays, my scalps, my trend support line breakdowns. I'm going to do scalping plays. I'm going to do swing plays on a major support area. Yun ang aking gagawin. Yun ang aking gagawin. Alright? Okay. Another reminder, do not expect for a very, very big rally to happen yet going up. I'm not expecting that anytime soon. Relief rally does not mean it's a sign of reversal. No? It will take time. Parang isang ang aking narrative dyan is parang isang snake na kumain ng malaking baboy. It will take time to digest. No, it will take time to digest. The economy is big enough. Hindi pwedeng isang araw tapos na yung delubyo. Hindi. We're actually within the cycle already, and every time that you see an upward rally in the stock market, mas lalo pang naghihigpit ang Fed. Lalo pang naghihigpit ang Federal Reserve. Okay? Lalo pa silang naghihigpit. Just give me a second, Miranda. I will chart a couple of more. Let me just quickly go on a quick water break and I will be right back. I'll be right back, guys.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away like a god never changed.
Hey Miranda, nakita mo na ba yung bago nating website? Nako, we have added a couple of improvements in our faster and better website. Tingnan natin. So obviously, you can access this using the website that I just gave. And of course, you can actually just click on the courses that are available in our website. Pagka-click mo niyan, lalabas yung mga napakaganda mga course. Sisimulan mo lang yan in taking the beginner course. Siyempre, kukunin mo yung medyo malapit. For example, today is April 27. You just need to click on the upcoming May 6 to 13. Pagkatapos niyan, when you click on this course, of course, basahin mo kung ano. Alright, let me go quickly on live today. Let me just greet Alistair. Hey, Alistair, how are you, my friend? Sorry, I was about to stop over in California, but I have a very important family affair here in the Philippines. I was supposed to do a side trip actually in New York and in California, but unfortunately, I need to do something here in the Philippines. So definitely there's going to be a next time. Alistair, nice to see you in the chat room. I see you there. Of course, I hope everything is okay in California. I'll definitely touch base with you very soon. And thank you for being here, watching our show. I'm speaking in Tagalog, so I'm sure you will not even understand anything. But but again, consensus was really, really good. Matter of fact, a lot of developers there, a lot of blockchain owners there, founders, etc. A lot of good discussions. I promise my community to discuss all of them anytime soon. And actually, CZ is in Paris right now with Vitalik, the founder of Ethereum. So a lot of the people are in Europe today, also doing a lot of conferences. So nice to see you in the chat room. Anyways, guys, ipakita ko lang sa inyo yung sinasabi ko kanina. If you have any questions, please type them down here. If you have any questions here, you can comment down. I have 54 comments here. So, for example, some of them I responded. For example, sa inyo pong experience sa napakalaking down po, may chance po bang bumalik sa dating all-time high? Sabi ko dito, this one will take time. The price is driven by bigger issues such as inflation and macro factors. Unlike the drop in 2021, this is because of speculation. So, I'm going to answer them and I'm going to, ako po ay magkakaroon ng araw na sasagutin ko po lahat ng mga tanong dito. Yan. Tulad ng mga questions. Ano po ba ang CCC? Sinagot ko na po yan dyan. Sabi ko, diversify BUSD and USDC. I'm going to answer them tulad ng sa Twitter. So tanong lang kayo guys, if I miss your questions, ito yung tatandaan nating thread ko kung I can answer some of your questions. So tanong lang kayo. Hindi ko na mabuburahin yung thread. Diyan lang naman yan. So just ask your questions. Andito po ako para tumulong. I'm also going to do the same in Discord. I will have my own channel there. Para kung may tanong kayo doon, I'm going to be the one to answer myself. So, I'll have one in Discord. I will have one in Twitter. I will have one in Facebook. I will have an AMA where I will have answers to all of your questions. Okay? Para hindi ko kayo namimiss. Alright? Pangako ko sa inyo yan. Okay. Speaking of Facebook, batiin ko lang itong mga nandirito. Congratulations sa mga tao dito. Ang gagaling talaga ng mga taga-Facebook and, taga-Twitter and Discord din naman. Okay, Dan, mentor natin to. Congratulations. I will not overpraise you because I expect no less than from you. Neil Paulo. Okay, mukhang ginagamit yung system natin. I'm seeing a B. Okay, got it. TRBO, TLSBD. Okay, got it. Congratulations sa'yo. France, ang kanyang PNL before mentoring, negative 74. Wow. Wow. Grabe yung PNL niya, May 18 to June 16, 196%. Grabe naman itong taon to. Congratulations. June 12 to June 16, 93% after mentoring. Ba? Kung sinong mentor? Si Oliver. Congratulations, Oliver. Well done, well done, well done. Congratulations sa'yo. Ginagawa ng mentoring, Alright, Mark Jerick. Sharing what I must improve with the past 3 days of practicing scalping 2.0. Mukhang estudyante natin to kasi scalping 2.0 na siya. Okay. Emma Alma. Okay, Emma Alma nga. Okay, good. Okay, Emma Alma, good. Alright, good. I like the Emma Alma. My favorite. Naalala ko nung nakaraang taon may nagkampasan pa ng tabo. Sabi ba naman nung asawa nung isang lalaki, Sino yung Emma na yan? Sino yung babae na kausap mo? Sino yung sinasabi mong Emma palagi? Bla 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 bla. Grabe. Grabe. Alright. Uy, grabe, naka $11,000. Grabe naman to. Graduated batch 33, ongoing intermediate. 11 USDT gain po siya. Note, 11K. Binance just included the point. 11 USDT. Okay. Tama ba reading ko? Tama ba pagkakabasa ko, guys? Tama ba to? 11 or 11,000? Congratulations sa'yo, no? Okay. Very good. Tama tong reminder mo. Okay, maniniwala sa mga ganyan agad-agad, ha? Ingat kayo. Ingat po kayo. Alright. Oy, may 30-day challenge. Meron pang isa. Congratulations. Oh, wow. Okay. Ito nag-remind din ako, no? Si Felix, kinausap ko yan. Sabi ko sa kanya, ingat ka din sa RRR mo, ha? Iho. Kasi ganda ng win rate mo, pero ingat sa position size. Kasi yung mga reds niya malalaki. Malalaki yung mga reds niya. Pero I'm proud of your consistency. Ingat na lang konti sa RRR and sa position size mo. Okay? Congratulations to you. Okay. Lods. Okay, wow. 618. Okay. Yun pa ba? Batiin natin itong mga nagpo-post dito, no? Ito yung video ko kanina. Alright. Salamat sa mga nag-video na yan. Thank you. Alright. Yun ang ating... Basta put down your winning... And even if losing, okay lang. Pag-usapan natin ba't natalo. Pag-usapan natin yan, okay? Yan ang ating congratulations note sa mga nasa ating Facebook group. Alright. And of course, in Twitter, marami rin, no? So... Congratulations to all of you in Twitter. Ayan, mentoring yata tayo dito. Ayan, just ask your questions in Twitter. Guys, pwede kayong kumita, no? Pwede kayong kumita. I'm going to start trading tomorrow. After my long trip, sobrang haba ng pahinga natin. Alright, ngayon, punta tayo ngayon sa episode na Usapang Consensus. No? Usapang Consensus. Alright, Usapang Consensus. Bigyan niyo lang ako ng isang quick water break and I will be right back in 20 seconds. Okay, Miranda, good news. We're actually live as well in Spotify. If you're a Spotify fanatic, please follow us there and listen to our audio podcasts. We're actually coming from a name of Global Miranda Minor Group. Nako, napaka-paborito ko talaga yung mga magagandang audio dyan tulad ng The Power of Yet, The Millionaire Mindset, How Did I Get My First Million, How to Avoid Liquidations at marami pang iba. Kung ano pang hinihintay nyo, see you in our Spotify channel and maraming salamat ka, Miranda. Thank you! Okay. Alright, guys. Okay, so usapang consensus tayo. From an Asian perspective, and from a gender perspective, napakaraming mga kabaro nating lalaki ang nasa crypto. Siguro less than 20% ang babae. So, I will encourage the women traders na nakikinig sa akin ngayon na matuto, mag-aral, hindi dahilan ang gender para maging magaling in cryptocurrency. Number 2, bihira ang Asians doon. Siguro yung location, no? Mas marami rin kasing Asians nung Miami Summit, no? But medyo marami ngayon mga Europeans and Americans tsaka Latinos na nandoon sa conference. Bilang lang kami mga Asiano, no? Pero ang nakaka-proud sa mga Asiano is that ang dami ko nang nakitang mga Asian investors, Asian founders, Asian developers. Nakaka-proud. I attended one event doon kung saan ipakita ko sa inyo yung picture nung event na yun, ano? Pakita ko sa inyo yung picture. Give me a second. Magkwentuhang consensus muna tayo, no? Give me a second, guys. So one of the event na pinuntahan natin doon is yung Asian event on day number, if I'm not mistaken, day number 3, yung nightlife doon, nightlife plus inuman plus conference, etc. So open lang natin. Okay, nasa isang phone ko yata. Give me a second. Okay, I'm going to show this to you. This one, kunin ko lang ito. One of the highlights of the event, no? Tapos gagawa ko ng video for this. I'll make a video for this. This one. Nakakatuwa ito because i-share ko lang yung screen ko. Ayan, pakita ko sa inyo to, no? So, unang-una, pakita ko muna sa inyo tong picture na to. So, ito yung nag-guest si Edward Snowden. Siyempre, nasa Russia siya. Hindi naman siya pwedeng live doon, no? So, he was being interviewed and he was in Russia, no? At unang-una, ang dami niyang sinabing talagang nakatinginan talaga kami lahat doon. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, ayaw niya ng crypto although he is using Monero. One of the highlights, no? One of the highlights of the event, and everyone was very, very quiet. Punong-puno yung buong venue. Talagang sobrang busog-lusog yung sinabi niya. I'll make a different episode on this. Ito yung sinasabi kong mga Asian investors, guys, no? Mga founders ito. Nakita mo, ito i-challenge ko kayong mga kabataan ngayon. Siyempre, bata pa rin naman tayo, di ba? No? So, you have the head of GEMS, head of Formless, head of Mirror World, head of XT Labs. If you've noticed, kabataan, mga mid-30s or late 20s, no, or early 30s yan. And they're into the cryptocurrency space. They're talking about the adoption of metaverse, no? And how to break barriers and reshape the value of blockchain games, no? One of the things na sinabi nila from a market perspective, sorry medyo mag-go overtime ako, dami ko kasing gusto yung kwento sa inyo eh. One of the biggest discussions na ginawa ng topic na ito, no? Obviously, unang-una, pinatunayan nito na ang cryptocurrency hindi lang siya from mga mapuputi, no? Siyempre, hindi naman tayo maputi, no? Kumbaga, what I meant by that is, even for Asians, you can actually still do cryptocurrency. No? And one of the things that they're solving today, number one, is the interoperabilities of their ecosystems. Obviously, hindi ka naman pwedeng maging existing sa platform mo lang. At some point, there should be wormholes, bridges. Yan ang pinakamalaking topic ngayon. No? How do you do your bridges? Another thing, the security of those wormholes and bridges. No? Because obviously, yan ang pinaka-vulnerable from an IT perspective, yung mga wormholes. As a matter of fact, diyan nagsimula yung issues ni Solana, yung kanyang wormhole. Di ba? Nagkaroon sila ng ilang downtimes because of the wormhole issues. Another thing, by the way, singit ko lang, discuss ko din sa inyo yung light wallet na nila-launch ng Cardano. Charles spoke about it in the conference, yung light wallet na nilaunch ng Cardano. Meron silang sariling wallet, by the way, FYI. And it's going back on this discussion, we also spoke about interoperability and yung behavior ng mga gamers. Behavior, no? Ina-acknowledge nila na at some point, meron tayong nakikitang bearishness in the gaming ecosystem, no? Obviously, a lot of the factors therein is the ability to ask the question, what's in it for me? The WIFIMs, no? The WIFIMs, the what's in it for me if I'm going to play. At karamihan pa din ng mga sumasali sa ganitong klaseng mga ecosystem or what you call the people that are native in blockchain. Hindi pa rin nila nape-penetrate yung mga Fortnite players, hindi pa rin nila nakukuha yung mga ganong klaseng players. And everyone is dying to have the lion's share of that particular player, no? Yung group or population of players na yun. Everyone is dying to have that group. So, yung discussion na ito, it's really more of we have a money, but we need to make sure we have consumer going to our metaverse. So yung problems nila, solving interoperability, ensuring you could do cross-wallet sharing, diba? You could connect as many wallets as you have without sacrificing security and scalability. You also spoke about adoption of the metaverse, etc., etc., etc. So one of the usapang consensus, one of the aha moments, we were front and center of this. Age does not matter. Gender does not matter. Race does not matter in cryptocurrency. Ang pinakamahalaga dito is alam mo yung ginagawa mo. You have an ability to stay long in the market, and I'm sure you're gonna be very, very successful. Abangan nyo din yung ating podcast na ginawa. Ayusin nyo na. Basta ang dami kong nakalagay nakatagong video. Lalabas at ngayon in the right time. I will discuss it all of you. Ang pinaka-urgent ko lang di-discuss sa inyo yung Web 5.0, Web 3.0, the wallets na lalabas of Cardano, and of course always the big picture, the macroeconomics and the picture. Tatandaan nyo, walang mawawala guys. Walang mawawala sa inyo if you are aware of the big market. Walang mawawala. Please, alamin nyo to. Importante ito. Dapat alam natin ito. No? Alam natin para mas meron tayong guide na we are trading within what territory. Are we on a major support? Are we on a major support, or are we on a major resistance? Alamin po natin 'yan. Hindi tayo mawawala, and there should always be guidance on our trades, no? At the end of the day, this is driven by market volatility. This one is market volatility in action. Pinaalala ko yan sa inyo. Ako po ay sana po hindi po ako nagkulang sa inyo. Sabi ko sa inyo June 10. No, sana po na-guide po natin kayo diyan, at salamat sa inyong pag-suporta. Of course, if you're still wanting to enroll in our course, habol po kayo. Alam ko meron tayo bukas, no? June 17, Miss Nida or Kuya Luke, can you confirm? I think we have tomorrow, June 17 and June 18, meron tayo pong intermediate class tomorrow. Humabol na kayo for the beginner graduates, no? Tapos, take advantage of the mentoring as well. No? May mentoring tayo. And of course, for beginner class, open na po ang enrollment for the classes of July 1, 8, and 15. Open na yung classes. Open na rin for Saturday classes. Ito sagutin ko lang yung mga tanong kasi ang daming tanong na nare-receive natin sa chat rooms. No? Bakit 3 araw? 3 araw, those are your dates. Either of the date you can join. So meron kayong 6 dates, no? Pwedeng July 1, July 8, July 15, July 2, July 9, July 16. Lahat yan, either isa lang dyan join na ninyo. That's gonna be where we will introduce your mentors and your groups, no? Yung day 2, yung importanteng aatinan mo. Lahat ng umattend ng 1, 8, and 15, lahat kayo magkikita-kita on July 22 on the day 2 of our live. Meron tayong isang live lamang kung saan itong 8 hours na live, diyan sasagutin yung mga questions ninyo in terms of the course. Yung course kasi, it's already self-explanatory. It can explain itself, no? Pero kung meron na kayong questions to clarify, meron tayong live bootcamp, ihiwa-hiwalay kayo dyan based on your groups. Tapos, pag-uusapan dyan yung mga questions ninyo as a community, no? Yung mga mentors natin nandiyan dyan. I'm gonna be there as well to also guide you and the mentors in case there are questions that they cannot answer. Okay? Type number 1 kung maraming natutunan today. Marami ba natutunan today? Marami pa kayong matututunan. Sobrang dami. Nakatago lahat ng videos na yan. Lalabas lahat natin yan para sa inyo. Ang dami kong videos, guys. No? To be honest with you, I will give them all to you. Pag-aaralan nyo yan. Mga pag-uusap important. The wallet wars. Paborito ko yon. The NFT, the life of an NFT creator. Pag-uusapan ko yon. Nakakapanindig balahibo yung mga katabi mo, mga millionaires, talagang mga NFT creators, ang dami ng followers, etc. So, nakakatuwa. Thank you sa mga nagtatype ng number 1, ha? Maraming salamat sa inyo. Okay. Sobrang dami daw, sabi ni Kenneth Fuentes. Alright, Zoom meeting. Zoom meeting. Correct, Jaja, yung ating bootcamp. Alright? Pag hindi nakapunta, gawa kayo ng panahon, guys. Talagang make time for it. Kasi you're investing on your knowledge. Wag na tayo mag-negotiate kung hindi makakapunta. Gawan nyo ng paraan. Kasi this is gonna, I want you to invest your time. I allow me to motivate all of you. Kasi you signed up for this, eh. Diba? And this can change your life, diba? Kasi you wanna get out of your 9-to-5 life. Make time, please. Pakiusap mo, make time po tayo. Parang di tayong Okay. Ano pa ba? Okay. Alright, na-miss ko din kayo. Abangan nyo, yung ang dami kong raffle. Ang dami kong raffle, promise, sa inyo. Pati yung mga giveaways, ang daming raffle. Tapos, guys, ito, huwag nyo muna akong i-hold accountable on this. Kasi hindi pa naman siya confirm. Pero, malapit na, no? P2P, malapit na ang P2P sa BingX. At malay mo. Malay mo naman. Diba? Malay mo lang. Hindi ko nasabing confirm. Malay mo lang naman, magkaroon tayo ng P2P service sa GMMG. Diba? Para hindi kilala mo na rin yung magpi-P2P sa'yo. Again, we're still working on some regulatory requirements for that. Kailangan nating i-apply yan sa gobyerno ng Pilipinas. Kailangan natin lahat yan. Maayos natin lahat. Siyempre, kailangan maayos tayo. No? Pero nakatutuwa ako dyan. Magandang opportunity to help the Filipinos. Kasi siyempre, of course, sana naman may tiwala na kayo sa itsurang to, di ba? Sa P2P. Wala na kayong problema dun, di ba? Pag nag-P2P tayo, wala na kayong problema sa GMMG merchant. Huwag lang sana may manggaya. Okay? Alright. Ang tagal nang walang pa-raffle. Oo nga, no? Oo nga, walang raffle. Alright. Yung cup ang ganda. Pag-ban, okay. Pag-usapan natin on a different topic yung pag-ban ng BSP kay Binance, ha? So, ang dami nyo kasi naririnig, no? Let me try to open an article na ito, So, of course, no, ang sagot lang naman dyan ang sagot ni Binance, okay, hindi ako spokesperson nila, no, of course. Ang sagot lang naman dyan is, sinagot niya dyan, no, kasi binato sa kanya yung questions na yan, binato sa kanya yan, doon sa consensus. Tinanong sa regulations, blah, 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 blah. Ang sagot lang niya ito. And again, I'm not CZ, I'm not Binance. Ang sagot lang niya ganito. We have never received any official communications coming from BSP or any regulatory body for that matter to for us to get banned. Yun lang naman yun. Kasi yung news na nababasa natin, there is a think tank group. Yun yung news, yun yung news, no? So, kumbaga, there was an update na they need to be banned, blah, 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 blah. So, there should be an underlying driver. Why is that being driven? But again, I'm not a spokesperson of Binance. Tinanong lang, I'm just merely reiterating. Siguro they will probably react, no? I think yung pinaka-common or most recent one is, sabi nila they're open for discussion. They're open for discussion. I think the news is about, si Terry Ridon, okay? I know Terry. Magaling yan, I think. Actually, si Terry ng InfraWatch, if I'm not mistaken, sila din yung related sa, let me make sure na tama yung tax natin. No? Terry Ridon, dito. Ayan, sabi ko na Si Terry Ridon din yung InfraWatch na convener na may na engage din sa discussion on the dito yung telecommunications, no. Alam mo maganda yung mga ganitong mga group, no. At least they're calling for transparency. Maganda yung mga ganitong technical group. Ganito yung mga transparency group. Kaya every time may mga ganito, we're open, we're encouraging people who are, sabi dito, think tank calls for transparency for dito. Kilala ko yung pangalan na yun because I'm also monitoring the stock market. I think sila din yung tao na nagsasabi ngayon that, sabi dito, no, yan, the continued disregard of licensing rules and regulations by Binance spoils the BSP mandate to provide an environment to encourage financial innovation, sabi ni Terry Ridon. My only comment is, let's see what will Binance say. I'm sure sabi naman nila they're open and willing to discuss, diba? Are they willing to get regulated based on the Paris, kasi ini-interview siya kanina sa Paris ng Bloomberg Sabi niya, yes, we're willing. In fact, dumadami na yung countries where we are open for regulation. We're actually open to be regulated. So I'm sure, no, they're gonna be working together in East Out. But again, ang aking only opinion there is walang mawawala kung there's gonna be regulation of Binance, diba? I don't think that banning is the answer. I think that there should be some responsible discussion behind both camps, and I think if it is an opportunity to allow more retailers to enter the market, as long as we are responsible and we're educating, yun naman sinabi din ni CZ, you need to educate, diba? Educate. And ako na rin mismo, diba? Nainis nga ako kay Binance kasi they were stopping my withdrawals back then. Kaya nga lumipat ako, diba? So, they need to educate, no? As long as we are educating, we are ensuring na lahat ng mga traders na pumapasok are being guided. Kaya napansin niyo, I think sa Binance nowadays, pag nag-withdraw ka, ang daming questions. Ang daming na lang mga questions. Ikaw ba to? Ano bang gagawin mo? Blah, blah, blah. Tapos, whenever first time mo magkakaroon ng trade, ang dami nila mga reminders. Tapos, you could never enter futures trading until you get a quiz. Kailangan ipasa mo yan. Diba? Marami silang mga kung ano-ano ngayon. I think that's gonna be important. We need to educate the masses. So, I think banning is, we're a free country, we're a democracy, pwede na lang gawin yan. But para lang sa akin, may humble opinion, sana magkaroon ng pag-uusap. No? There should be talk. And I think walang mawawala, walang hindi maliliwanagan kung hindi mag-uusap. I think clarity of the narrative should be there. As a matter of fact, ayun na sinabi ni Binance based on ABS-CBN news dito. Sabi dito, sabi kasi ni Ridon, following the crash, let me just quickly share my screen para kita nyo yung screen natin since we're in this topic na naman din. Ayan, so ito, I'm reading the news right now. So sabi dito, following the crash in the cryptocurrency market, the government should ensure. Tama to. I totally agree. There should be some point of control. Kasi hindi lang naman kaya ni Miranda Miner dito na mag-remind. Low leverage, wag sobrang aggressive. Hindi natin kaya to. We need to have all the machinery of the government to help regulate. Of course, they are regulating. As a matter of fact, based on the BSP circular, they're not endorsing. The key word there is regulating. Iyan ang circular ni BSP. We're going to regulate virtual currencies and platforms because it should only be used as means of payment. Yun ang kanilang regulation. Diba? Pero tama naman to sabi ni Ridon na, we need to have government should ensure that the only registered entities are allowed to receive money from the public. Totoo to. Tama naman to. This is very, very true. Ginawa rin ng states to eh. Diba? 2005, the Senate passed a law in the US. They're banning poker games kasi ang daming lumalabas na pera from the US Treasury or the US coffers na hindi nila na-monitor kasi nga mga tao, mga US, they're paying companies not based in the US to play casino and poker. So, anong nangyari? Ginawa ng US Senate, okay, we're going to ban NetTeller, FarPay. Yun yung mga early payment platforms back then. NetTeller, FarPay, I forget, but those are the big two. NetTeller and FarPay are the two e-checks and e-cash payment platforms back then that people are using to pay online games, to pay online casino, to pay online poker. Tama to. This is the time at least someone is already thinking about the Filipinos, no? Ito, exactly, kakasabi ko lang sa inyo. Sabi ni Binance, we have yet to receive the copy of the complaint. Ayan yung sinabi ni CZ. Sinasabihan sila doon sa conference. Sinasabi sa kanila, oy, sabi nung host, anong masasabi mo CZ about sa issue on SEC banning BNB as a security, parang XRP issue? Ano mo sabi niya? Ano mo sabi ni CZ? We have never received the complaint from SEC. Diba? So sabi niya, media has exaggerated the news. Ayun sabi niya. Diba? So I think let's hear out what Binance will say this time. Diba? Let's hear. It's good that they're open for discussion. Tama to. I totally agree with this approach. And I also agree that there should be some level of greater scrutiny. But I don't necessarily think, Miranda, that this will automatically mean banning. I don't think so. Again, it's gonna be a very, very big discussion pa altogether. No? It's gonna be a very big discussion. I think there is some good thinking process on infra watch racing. So kudos to you, Sir Terry Ridon. From a Binance perspective naman, tama, mag-reply. Pag ma-receive nyo yung complaint. And this is the last one we've seen. No? This is the latest one a few hours ago, unless there's any other news. For me, is it time to diversify? Should you move to Bing X? O bahala kayo. Okay? Bahala kayo. Is it time? Again, hindi ko sinasabing huwag kayo mag-Binance. Baka alam mo naman, si Kuya Sisi, pina-follow na yung Twitter ko. Baka sabihin yan, ano ba naman itong pina-follow ko to? Hindi pala binibenta. Bakit? Sinabi ko bang binibenta ko si Binance? Hindi. Diba? Finalo mo ko, di follow mo ko. Diba? So, sabihin niya, ano ba itong pina-follow ko itong taga-Philippines na to? Follow ko pa, hindi pa against Binance. I'm not against Binance. I'm just saying that we're discussing this topic. Di pag-usapan natin. Diba? Diba? Alright. Alright. Mga questions dito. Cheryl A, ang stock market, wala pa siya nandito pa siya sa utak ko, hindi ko pa na-download. Actually nasa meron na akong PowerPoint, meron na akong slides for the stock market. Hindi ko lang matutukan kasi sobrang busy natin, Miranda. Pasensya na talaga kayo pag paumanhin ko po, no. Talagang pinangako ko yan sa inyo ng quarter 2. Sobrang dami ko lang talagang ginawa ng quarter number 2. So sorry pasensya na kayo. But I promise we will definitely work on the stock market course, no. Andito lang, kailangan ko lang ilabas dito. So kailangan ko isulat yan para maturuan ko kayo. Thank you for that comment, Cheryl, no. Okay? All right. Ano pa ba? Vince, kapag na-ban ang isang platform, walang kinalaman yun sa wallets ninyo. Because your wallets, unless it's, for example, it's a decentralized wallet. You have your Trust wallet, you have your MetaMasks, those are not governed by a centralized exchange. No? So Trezor is a hard wallet, no? So because you're able to transfer your coins from a network, let's say, Binance network, or let's say Cardano network or Ethereum network, kahit maban si Binance, you can still transfer them. Kapag nagkaroon ng banning of a particular platform, as far as I know, they give reminders naman. Oh, you go. Parang yun nangyari sa Singapore. As far as I know, what have happened in China and Singapore, as far as I know, I may be wrong, nakalimutan ko lang, but as far as I know, they were given 30 days to remove their money. There was a point they cannot trade anymore. Pinapalabas na yung pera sa kanila. So, meron naman namang fair process yung mga yan to remove your money out of, if and when the exchange will be banned. Okay? Okay. All right. Okay, Miranda. Okay, don't forget to click on like and subscribe to our channel for today. Subscribe na kayo. Ang dami pa nating ilalabas na magagandang video and updates. Kailangan ko lang talagang i-discuss itong ating big market ngayon because trabaho po nating tulungan kayo at maigiya kayo kung ano ba nangyayari kay market ngayon. Talagang one of my promises is I'm definitely going to help you navigate this market, no? And isisingit ko yung mga magagandang mga balita natin. Web 3, Web 5.0, DAOs, and metaverses. Didiscuss natin lahat yan. Wallet wars, didiscuss natin yan, and so on and so forth. Okay, Miranda, maraming salamat sa inyo. Thank you. It's already 10:47 p.m. in the Pilipinas. Namimiss ko agad ang US pero mas mahal ko ang Pilipinas. So I hope you've learned something today. If you did, pakiusap naman, palihog, patabang, Miranda. Palike naman po ng ating video today. And please don't forget to also click on subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow me as well in Twitter, in YouTube, in TikTok, in Facebook groups, in Discord, and etc. Maraming salamat sa mga moderators na nandito ngayon. Si Reniel, si A3rd, Kuya Dan, maraming salamat. Kuya Brian, maraming salamat. To all of you na nandito. Justin, thank you. To all of you that are here, Maymac, and di ko na mabasa yung iba. Maraming salamat to all of you, and God bless you, Miranda. I love you 3,000. Abang sa mga raffles na meron tayo. Malay mo bukas meron na. I'm going to raffle some of my shirts and mugs and ID lanyards ng mga brands na dinala natin. Ay Binance t-shirts, etc. And so on and so forth. God bless you guys. Maraming salamat, and I love you 3,000.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Pag nag-e-exam ako, yun makikita ko. Yun lagi nakikita ko. Tapos parang way of, winawalcome mo yung positive energy and ina-achieve ko, di ba?
Simple lang dahil bukod sa pagiging profitable at proven and effective ang Miranda Miner trading system, napakarami mong pwedeng matutunan kay Coach Miranda Miner na hindi mo matutunan sa ibang mga mentor.
Ako po kasi talagang ang hinahanap-hanap ko yung one-on-one coaching. Gusto ko po kasi magkaroon ng personal relationship sa coach.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon.